Welcome to episode 10 of the Total Hockey Training Podcast. I am your host, Sean Scahan. And before we get into the next episode here, just a friendly reminder, we're into our off-season program. We're into our off-season program not only at Scahan Sports Conditioning, but Total Hockey Training, which is available online. The link is in the bio. So if you're a player from anywhere around the world, you want to do what we're doing here at Scahan Sports, this is the place to go. I'm available on the platform all the time, and I can help you along your journey. So, the next episode here, I'm going to talk about embracing Stoicism. Now, guys, I love doing these podcasts. I thank you for those who listen. But the summer's here, it's coming, and it's going to be really busy. And we're going to be expanding at Skahan Sports. We're possibly going to have a new location in a different city in Minnesota. And my intention and purpose also is to expand to adult functional fitness training here in Ham Lake and at the new facility. So I'm going to be undertaking a lot of work and the coaching. I'm not going to really have time for these little podcasts that I've been really enjoying. I love doing these. I love putting myself in front of the camera and sharing my thoughts. I love having guests on. So maybe it's something I can kick back up in the fall or something like that. But, anyways, I hope you enjoy these and we'll see how it goes. So, I want to talk about embracing Stoicism. And it's something that I've certainly embraced, definitely in the last, I don't know, 10, 12 months, a year. And it's helped me. It's helped me immensely. And what does that mean? To me, it's about maybe there's a lot of definitions of it, but to me, it's about living in the present, being in the present. So right now, I'm sitting here in my chair, I'm talking into the camera, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm not thinking about, okay, how many people are going to sign up for my summer program. I'm not thinking about what has happened in the past. What mistakes have I made? What things could I take back? And I certainly, one thing I've changed over the years, I've certainly learned to not worry about what other people think. And I think that's a huge thing. I think we get into these situations where we might think what other people's opinions are of ourselves. And I've gotten to a place where I don't really care. I know who loves me, I know who I love. And certainly some people have come in and out of my life where they're people that I did have love for or whatever, but that's in the past and that's gone. And I know who my people are, who I can trust, and I know that in the back of my mind. And so what does that mean? It just means like just being present and not worrying about the things that you can't control, whether that's in the past or the future, and just going at it on a daily basis. It's about being disciplined, being structured in your life. And sometimes, it's okay to have a boring life. It's okay to be boring. You don't have to have these elaborate things going on. And it's just about being in the present. And if some good references for Stoicism that have helped me over the past are the works of Ryan Holiday, great author. I remember working in the NHL and I would get these books sent to me from him. And I'm sure a lot of other professional sports people, coaches, sports performance people have gotten the same books. I wasn't exclusive, but it was pretty cool. I remember The Obstacles Away was a great book. Um, and several others that he sent out. And so Ego is the Enemy was another one. Great book. And it makes me think, just being in the present, doing what you need to do at that present moment. And I think about happiness. I think people get caught up in this. I'll be happier when X happens. I will be happy when Y happens. And what that does, it says that you're not happy right now. And another great author, Gary Bishop, his name is. He writes some great books and some really good self-improvement, personal development books that I enjoy reading. And one of the things he says is, you are not your thoughts. You are what you do. And he also talks about happiness, where, like I just said, if you're saying I will be happy when, I don't know, when I have X amount of clients coming in the door, for example, or if I have X amount of money left over to do whatever I want with, I will be happy. Bullshit. I mean, that's saying that you're not happy in the moment. And so, where does this have to do with athleticism and strength and conditioning? I think athletes have to be in the moment. And for example, in the off season here, you're in your off season, and it's every rep is important, every set is important, every workout is important, and you got to stack them all together. And it's that intention and purpose of coming in, doing your training, do it the best that you can do, and being in the moment. And I I struggle sometimes with kids in a funny way when they ask me, "Hey, what's the conditioning today?" I said, "Hey, don't worry about that. Focus on your exercise that you're doing right now, doing the best thing you can do right now. And then we'll get to the conditioning when it's appropriate." And so, living in the moment, I think athletes could use that philosophy and apply it to themselves, being happy with where they're at and what they're doing, not looking for the future, just embracing that current situation that they're in, make what they can out of it, doing the best they can, and things will align. Things will align down the road. I believe that whether you believe in God, or I do, by the way, and I think God has been an instrumental part of my life as I embrace this journey that I'm on. And the universe has a way of working itself out. And I think things are meant to happen as long as you put in the work. And again, just live in the moment, live in the present. And yeah, that's kind of an off the cuff episode today. And I really enjoy doing these. And hopefully, we'll get these going again, possibly in the fall. So thanks for listening. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks.